When I was 8 years old, I learned that I had the soul of a coward. I learned this when I got into the car on the last day of school, and my dad turned around the front seat and said, "Guess who gets to see Jurassic Park today?" For reference, all I talked about for the previous 3 months was being allowed to see Jurassic Park. It was a theme park full of dinosaurs. What else was I supposed to want? "You're too little," my mom would say. Well, being little is an advantage when it comes to dealing with dinosaurs the way I saw it. There's not enough meat to be tempting. I begged, wheedled, cajoled, pleaded, and just really wanted to go. Oh, I told all the kids at school, "My dad's taking me to see Jurassic Park. It'll be awesome." "Oh, is your dad not taking you to Jurassic Park?" "Oh, sorry." And then Nikki Goldman said, "Yeah, I've been trying to get my mom to take me. She said she saw the trailer where like the T-Rex rips through the fence and like eats everybody." "Yeah," I said, laughing. "Only babies get scared of that." "Totally, and like there's all the blood. Blood's awesome." "I know, right?" "Yeah! Want to arm wrestle?" So I waited and waited, and on the last day of school, I got my wish. "Guess who gets to see Jurassic Park today?" "Me?" I said. My stomach dropped. This wasn't the reaction I'd expected. "You." I thought of the T-Rex crashing through the fence, and all the awesome blood. I changed my mind. "What?" my dad said, justifiably surprised and instantly annoyed. "I got the tickets already. For 3 people, I spent a whopping $18. It was 1993, and now you feel old. "What do you mean you don't want to go?" "I just feel it's going to be boring," I said. Throughout my life, when I say boring, it's usually a subtle code word for I think it'll make me shit my pants in fear. I once stopped a flume ride at a theme park just before we tipped over the edge, screaming, "Let me out! I'm too bored!" I am the only person in a theater watching a horror movie who has ever, I believe, yelled at the woman up on the screen, "Don't go into the basement! It'll be boring!" Cursing under his breath, my dad dumped me with my sister and the babysitter and went with my mom. I forget who got the 3rd ticket. I think they took the dog. All through that summer, I reproached myself every time I passed a kid wearing a T-shirt with a cool Jurassic Park logo, the one with a T-Rex skeleton against a red backdrop. So kick-ass. I got the Dilophosaurus toy for my birthday, one of the spitters who eats Wayne Knight in the movie. It could be filled with water, and it would spit in your eye. That is the epitome of 8-year-old awesome. But every time my Dilophosaurus, or Herman, as I dubbed him, would spit at my enemies, I could hear one reproachful word hissed out with the last drops of water. "Pussy." And so in mid-August, with only a few precious weeks of freedom left, I told my dad, "I want to see Jurassic Park." "I already went with your mother. Besides, you were too bored." That was before I turned 9 in July. 9-year-olds can handle dinosaurs. "I see. Is Herman coming with us?" "Yes, but he won't eat people." "Probably." So we went. My dad, my mom, me, Herman, and my little sister, who was 5 and had no idea the shitstorm of rampaging crazy that awaited her. We got our popcorn and sat down in the theater. My palms began to sweat. My heart beat faster. It became difficult to hear the people around me. I looked down at Herman, clutched in my hand. His little squeeze mouth seemed to open, and in my panicked hallucination, I heard him whisper the words, "I'm going to eat your soul." But I couldn't go to the 4th grade at Jurassic Park novice. Nikki Goldman was a shit enough the rest of the year. If he discovered I chickened out twice, I'd never live it down. So I shoved Herman into the popcorn bag, and the movie began. It started off all right. Laura Dern petted a triceratops. Sam Neill had already been in the piano, but I hadn't seen it yet, so it wasn't weird. There was a brontosaurus. There was a slimy lawyer who you knew instinctively was going to get at, but even at 9, you just didn't care. Everything was wonderful. And then came the T-Rex scene. The ground shook. The water shook. Everyone in the audience shook. The massive beast ripped through the dead electric fence, and everybody started screaming their heads off. My dad and mom screamed, even though they'd already seen it, because it was that scary. My sister was scarred for life. I, however, felt a profound sense of freedom. Here it was, the monster I had feared, going to town on a group of measly humans, and I was watching it. I was all right. The fear turned into a rush of adrenaline, and I bounced around with joy at the eradication of my cowardice. And then, as the fear vanished, the bloodlust set in. Yes, you get those humans, T-Rex. You're the king of the dinosaurs. Who are they to think they can control you? Yes, Dilophosaurus, kill the fat one. I don't even understand the Samuel L. Jackson part of the movie anyway. Velociraptors, pouncing, shrieking, eating everything. Go, my pretties, go! The fiercest, sleekest of all the killers of the dinosaurs. You are my friends. I named you all. Go, Messerschmitt. Onward, Hieronymus. Kill them, Tinkerbell. Onward to devastation and despair. That's right, Jeff Goldblum. They patented it and packaged it, and they got their faces ripped off, and now they're selling it. They're selling it. When I was 9 years old, I learned that I had the soul of a coward and the mind of a psychotic megalomaniac. In other words, to get ahead of Godwin's walk here, I was Hitler. With dinosaurs. My life changed that day, watching the T-Rex swallow whole a man who was sitting on the toilet. It inspired me to never let cowardice get the better of me. It inspired me to overcome all obstacles and all fears. It inspired me to build my own army of mutant dinosaurs in an attempt to take over the world. It's been slow going getting the funding, but I'm still working towards that goal, so